Welcome back to the Robinson Replay. It's your favorite father-son sports podcast. What's up, Dad? How you doing?
What's up? How we doing tonight?
Doing great. Living the
Awesome.
dream.
All right. I'm glad to hear that. Somebody is.
Well, well, not a whole lot to talk about today in the sports world. Not too much this week. Just recapping a little bit, tying in some loose ends. Getting ready for next week. What are we talking about next week, Dad?
Next week we'll hit on the Combine. The Combine is this weekend. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll hit on that. Some of the, the big points of who showed out for the weekend. And then we'll get ready for NFL free agency, which kicks off about a week and a half from now. It's on that Monday. They're allowed to talk, and then they're allowed to start signing contracts that Wednesday on the 11th. So, we'll talk about that, and those are the two big things for next week. And then we'll hit on a little bit of NBA, a little college, start getting ready for some the tournaments, for like the Big Ten and Big 12 and all that stuff. And then soon enough, it'll be time to pick the March Madness time of the year when everything is awesome. We'll see how that goes, and we'll talk about that coming probably the week after that.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one, a full March Madness prediction for the
maybe get some special
there.
Guest pickers and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Well, yeah, lots of hoops today, but first, before any hoops, we have the recap of the Milan Winter Olympics. Here is now finalized. Norway was the top here, but right behind is the good old US of A. Some amazing performances by the U.S. athletes. Alyssa Liu up there in the top right corner. It was really, really awesome to watch. I think I would like this skating that much, but she's very, very entertaining. I mean, just insane the stuff. Did you see any of the clips or anything of that?
The actual figure skating?
Yeah, the figure skating.
No, I did not.
No?
That's one thing in the Olympics I have a hard time with is the figure skating. It's a little boring for me. I know they do some great things, and don't get me wrong, I love they're very athletic and everything, but I just for me personally, it's a hard time. I like all the other stuff, but the main thing for me in the Winter Olympics is pretty much the hockey. I mean, that sort of dominates for me. But besides that, everything else I like to watch, dibble and dabble with, but nothing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Obviously, we have the U.S. women's and men's team both take home the gold against Canada in overtime. I mean, what a way to end
2-1 scores.
There. Yeah, that's so funny how that worked out like that.
Yeah, it's sort of ironic. Of course, now everybody's complaining now because it's not real hockey. So, the problem is those are the rules. The rules are the rules. In overtime, it's 3-on-3. Mm-hmm. And I've seen a lot of things. Well, that's not real hockey and everything else.
I have heard a lot of people complain about that. Yeah.
And I get it. But the problem is this. A lot of these people are professional athletes, and they have other jobs besides playing in the Olympics. They can't be going, 1, 2, 3 overtime games. And, then they have a game 2 days later. And then they're going to go back. Matter of fact, the NHL started back already tonight. So they're already back at it. So these guys are already back at it playing.
Yeah.
You would just pretty much wipe them out. And I would understand if this was more like not in season and stuff like that kind of thing, of course. But for, I think, what they have, to me, it doesn't take away from it. They knew what was coming. They should have prepared for it, as far as I'm concerned. They should have practiced 3-on-3. They should have done all these things. Yeah. So some of these people that are coming out saying, maybe these, this wasn't the quality of hockey that it should be. It was great quality hockey. And then, of course, the men's McKinnon from Team Canada for the men was saying, just look at the stats and everything else. You can see that we were the better team. Listen, obviously they weren't the better team. They might have had better athletes on the team, but guess what?
They were probably the better team, but yeah.
Yeah, but Team USA played better as a team. Period.
Exactly, and that's
they had a goal
what makes the win even better.
Yeah, they had a goalie that stood on his head too. I mean, obviously, if you have a hot goalie, it makes a world of difference. So, that's why he got the Congressional Medal of Honor last night at the speech, at Trump's speech last night. So, needless to say, obviously, I just think that both the men and the women did a great job, and they deserve the gold medal, and the guy deserves a couple new front teeth right there.
Yep, Jack Hughes there with the clinching goal to have them win in overtime there. Hellebuyck had probably what will go down as probably the greatest save of U.S. hockey history. Probably,
It was a reach and go.
insane.
Yeah, it was great.
Insane. Yeah. And Canada had all the opportunity. They had 2 open goal opportunities, just wide open net.
Yeah.
And they missed it. They had so many more shots on goal. They probably are the better team, but that's what makes it even sweeter. Beating their butts and sending them back home to Canada.
Yeah.
Where
With
the
their tail
Canadians
between
take
their
hockey.
legs.
Canadians take hockey super seriously, and so for us to beat them in that is obviously
I mean, that's like
real sweet.
That's like United States, like 4th or 5th best sport. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, it's sort of crazy. Even though I'll tell you what, Canada basketball is starting to really come along too. I mean, there's a lot of good Canadians. But also, one other thing is that they said that this was the most watched television show ever before 9 a.m. ever. The most watched
Really?
television, yeah, started before 9 a.m. So yeah,
I was
sure.
I was glued to the TV for the whole game. I mean, it was probably top 5 sporting events I've ever watched. I've ever been able to watch live.
I woke up just as it was getting ready to start. I got a text from you saying, "Here we go." I'm like, "What's going?" Oh, that's right, the game started. I gotta hurry up, and get down there. So yeah, I got down there just as the game was starting. So I was like, "Oh boy." Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. I loved it. Yeah, capping the Olympics there, and then the Summer Olympics coming up in LA
Yep, 2
in
years.
2028. So
Yep.
yeah, that'll be
Hopefully we
really great.
do
Fun
some
times.
domination there
Yeah, hopefully.
on home soil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff going on now. I mean, we even talked about this before. We go Winter Olympics, then we go to the World Cup here coming up, and then we go to Summer Olympics. So it's quite the international sports potpourri.
Yeah, it's great. It's just another level. These athletes are playing for their country, and just the pride in that is obviously from like a lot of the players after winning with their emotional speeches and everything, just how much it means to them to play for their country, and just some of the best athletes and all around the world, all collectively in one place there's nothing like it. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at some of these countries too, Norway, the Netherlands, Italy, these are small countries, and they dominate in the Winter Olympics here. They are made for the Winter Olympics. I mean, it's amazing how
Norway
well some of them do.
Norway had that one guy, I don't know his name, but he won like 6 gold medals or something like that this Olympics. He just does like a little bit of everything, and so I mean, heck, if it wasn't for him, we might have we might have surpassed him potentially there. It would have been close.
Yeah, you just could dominate. You get one guy that could dominate like that.
Yeah.
Now he's probably a multimillionaire hero for his country. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that's an interesting thing. Some of the countries, all of the country or most of the countries have like a
payout
bonus,
system.
a payout of what gold, silver, bronze. Some people it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars, whereas like I saw like Germany was like $35,000 for gold or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like so but obviously a lot of them getting then deals afterwards, and that's what it's all about, and that's where the money is and everything there. But all right. Well, that's it for the Olympics. Sad to see it go, but it was a lot of fun watching all that. So great time of year. All right, next here we had the Duke Michigan game with the Blue Devils winning. What about that there? Let's go. So you had Michigan winning.
I picked Michigan,
Yeah.
And once again, this is sort of like the Olympic hockey for the men. I really still think Michigan has more players and they're deeper. But Duke played as a team. They played great ball. I'm one of the biggest Duke fans in the world, and I got pie in my face on this one. Michigan got in some foul trouble right off the bat. I think that sort of held them back a little bit. But Boozer was great. They just played great team defense. Duke did, and they put it on Michigan. A lot of people were complaining about Michigan. They should have won. That because of the foul stuff, a lot of foul situation stuff. But who knows? Maybe they'll have a rematch here in the tournament.
That'd be great.
Duke would pull that one out because that one's going to mean a lot more than this one did.
Yeah. Boozer, like I was saying, with the star power of a Boozer, like Michigan a bit more spread out in that way, and Boozer stepped up in a big way there and got the dub. But yeah, I mean, I think the public was definitely more leaning towards Michigan as well. When we posted a clip of the Duke Michigan, pretty much definitely a majority of the comments were in agreement that Michigan is gonna win and that they're the better team and yada yada, and then the debate's going back and forth, but it was mostly Michigan.
Yep, and lots of people were making fun of the way I said "Cadoo," but that's fine. Listen, folks, I'm not a vocabulary major. You know who I'm talking about, and this is more for fun and pleasure. You know who the man was.
Yeah. And so we do have now officially rolling out every week is a update of the top 16 teams we got here from the Midwest, East, South, and West here. So the top 16 teams can see kind of how the committee, is that what they call it, the committee of how they would.
Yeah, the committee for the tournament comes out with this every week now until they come out with the final one. So this just gives them like a blueprint for where they stand. And that way, it's sort of like they do with football. They just give, every week they release, where people stand, how they might jump around, kind of thing. And when you look at this, this is what they're going by. There's a lot of teams that beat up on each other here especially like between Houston, Kansas, Arizona, Iowa State. These guys like to beat up on each other in the Big 12 there. But Houston's been on a 3-game skid right now, so they're dropping down a little bit. One team there, Kansas is on there too. In Kansas, Kansas has come up. They beat Houston the other day. Arizona's had a couple losses now, so we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a great tournament. I think there's a lot of diversity. Me personally, I think there's about 8 to 10 teams, maybe 7, that have a chance to win it all. Get hot, take it down there. We'll see what happens though. The big thing too was that Texas Tech there, that they lost their 1-star Toppin, and that I'm afraid could hurt them a little bit, but we'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out. Obviously, like you said, anybody can make a run at it. So, I mean, yeah, it could be, any one of these kind of lower ranked teams too that really jumps out and makes the Final Four. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that, look, what do you see? I only see 2 SEC teams.
I see 5 Big Ten teams.
Yep, 5 Big Ten.
Is that the most, or is it Big 12 more?
Big 12 has...
not Big 12, but ACC maybe.
No, Big 12 has Houston, Kansas, Arizona, Texas Tech, Iowa State. They got 5 also. So 2 conferences have 10 of the 16 teams there. So yeah, it's a lot.
Wow.
It's like I said, it's a Big 12, Big 10 fight kind of thing. So yeah. For sure.
I do have to give a huge shout out to my Cincinnati Bearcats, who have actually been on a pretty good run lately.
They beat somebody good last
They
week.
Beat Kansas.
Yeah,
they beat Kansas. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. They beat Kansas in a pretty big upset.
Yeah. These Big 12 teams are beating the heck out of each other. Then again, so the Big
Mhm.
10.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Big 10.
Big 12's good, like really good in
Yeah.
basketball here. But yeah, the Bearcats didn't start off very good, pretty bad actually. But I think they've won their past 3 or 4 games now, and so on a bit of a run there. I don't know if they can even make the tournament at this pace.
Yeah,
But
well,
I don't know.
yeah,
We'll
they're
see
well,
how.
they're in tough leagues. So I mean, obviously they have some tough losses, I'm sure.
But yeah,
So if you look at this,
yeah.
Luke, we're going to have a couple matchups we're going to be picking here in a minute. We got the Michigan. We're going to be picking the Michigan Illinois game, which you see there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 1-7 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got we're going to be picking the Duke Virginia game. Is that right?
No,
Oh, sorry.
not that one. The
Arizona
Kansas
Kansas
Arizona.
game. Okay,
So you
Kansas
see
Arizona.
Kansas and Arizona
Yeah,
here, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so these rankings here are different than what I have online, what I just see on ESPN. I'm not, or just
right. I
maybe
think
this is the
those are
AP poll,
different.
and then this is the,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Which I don't understand how they ranked Duke at 2 technically then, and then Michigan at 1 if they literally just beat them.
Yeah.
It'll be adjusted here, I'm sure. But yeah,
All
so
right.
we got the 2 games here for our college picks here. We have a Friday slate and a Saturday. A lot of really great games, especially on Saturday. We had a lot of different ranked teams there with pretty big implications there, but we just picked one on Saturday, one on Friday. We got number 3 Michigan at number 10 Illinois. Michigan is the favorite only by 1.5 points here. That kind of stood out to me.
Yeah.
You were saying Illinois is a really good team. I don't know too much about them.
Illinois is coming in hot lately. They've been really hot over the last 3-4 games. They're really starting to flex a little bit. I'm going to go with Illinois in this game just because they're playing at home. Michigan, they've struggled a little bit. Obviously, the Duke game, they struggled last. Was it last night or the night before? They struggled. So I'm going to go with the Illini. Say that 10 times fast. Illinois. To win this one, I think they're gonna pull it out at home.
They're gonna pull it out at home. Wow, that's a big up. I mean, not the biggest of upsets, but okay.
Yeah, I'm going with them. They've been hot. They're hot. I like them.
They have been pretty hot. They did recently have a pretty bad loss. Their last game against UCLA.
Illinois did.
Yeah, unranked UCLA. Their last 2 losses are unranked UCLA and unranked Wisconsin.
Oh, well, they lost Wisconsin recently too.
Yeah, they lost to Wisconsin like a few weeks ago.
I guess they're not hot. My bad.
Well,
my bad.
Yeah, no, they're not too hot. I mean, they have some good quality wins though.
What was Michigan's last game? Was last night, wasn't it? Who did they play?
Let's see, Michigan. They played Minnesota and they beat Minnesota, and then the game before that
was the score of that game?
Was the loss against Duke, 77-67. So they won by 10.
Yeah, that game was close in the first half. All right, well maybe I should change my pick. I'm going with Michigan. Yeah, no,
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I might go with the Wolverines. Wolverines.
Smart man. I just talked you into that one.
For some reason, I don't know why, I thought Illinois won 3 in a row, and I did remember them losing to UCLA now. But I thought they won 3 in a row before that. So they're on a little skid. I'm going with Michigan.
Yeah, no, they won 2 before the loss against UCLA. They won against USC and won against Indiana, and then they lost against Wisconsin, and they lost against number 10 ranked Michigan State. Yeah. But I mean, they're 22-6, so yeah, they're definitely a really great team.
Well, they'll probably win now.
Third ranked team in the Big Ten. Third ranked team in the Big Ten. So yeah, but I'm gonna pick Michigan. I walked you right into it, and so I'm gonna go with that as well.
Thanks.
Yep. And then we got the Saturday's game, number 14 Kansas at number 2 Arizona there. What do you think on that one?
Well, Kansas did, I know for sure, just beat Houston. Houston's obviously been struggling of late. Arizona, like I said before, these Big 12 schools they beat up on each other terribly. I'm just gonna go with Zona at home. You never know what's up with Kansas, if this Peterson kid's gonna play sometimes the whole game, the half game. So I'm just gonna go with Zona on this one.
Gonna go with Zona. Yeah, like you said, they had Arizona had a win against number 2 ranked Houston 2 games ago. They also beat number 23 ranked BYU for what it's worth there. So, another ranked win. But then before that, they lost to Texas Tech. And then the game before that, they lost to Kansas.
Right.
So that
this
was
is the second time.
Yep. Yeah. So this is the second time they're facing off here. Some revenge. So yeah, Kansas was 82-78. So really close game there. It was at Kansas. And so I think I'm gonna ride with you here as well. I'm gonna go.
Talk yourself into it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna pick Kansas at first due to Daryl Peterson there. Never know what could happen with that man potentially, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Arizona. Home court advantage is huge in college hoops, and yeah, Arizona lost to them once, and so I think they get this revenge game here.
All right.
Next is NBA. We had our pretty tough week.
We didn't do too well.
Hoops.
We were both 1-2. You won the Pistons. We both lost the Cavs, and then I won the Celtics, and you lost on the Lakers.
Correct.
So yeah, we both did pretty crummy. I thought for sure the Cavs, they just came out and they looked a little soft against the bigs of the Thunder, even though SGA didn't play. Was a little disappointed in that. Celtics came out and looked really good against the Lakers. And the Pistons just have the Knicks number. That's, I think, 3 in a row they beat the Knicks now. And the Pistons just play that brand of basketball, that tough brand of basketball, and they find ways to win every time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and the Knicks just lost to the Cavs yesterday as well. I heard the Knicks just weren't looking like the Knicks.
Their defense was terrible. So we'll see. I mean, Cavs are playing right now. Pistons are playing currently. Cavs are tied at halftime against who was it for? Against
Milwaukee.
But the Cavs, 3 of the starters are out. Pistons were playing the Thunder tonight, who was missing once again 4 or 5 of their starters, but they were hanging in there with them. So it was like a 2-3 point game at halftime. So who knows? We'll see what happens. The NBA is starting to really pick up. I enjoy the NBA more now than I have in years. I don't know why, but I really just enjoy it, watching it. So we'll see what happens here. I can't wait for the playoffs.
And then for our picks, we have 2 games for the NBA here. We got the Lake Show at the Golden State Warriors there and on Saturday, and then the Spurs at the Knicks on Sunday. So just two matchups here. Firstly, Lakers at Golden State there. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what, the Lakers have just struggled terribly. Last night they lost by a point again. Luka he doesn't seem to have that killer instinct. Like when he was with Dallas, he just always had that killer instinct to me. Like he wanted the ball. He was like last night, he got the ball with, I don't know, a couple seconds to go in the game. He had opportunity to shoot, and he gave it up to LeBron, who had to do a fadeaway 3-pointer. He's just, to me, he just doesn't look himself, and the Lakers don't play defense. So I'm going to go with the Warriors in this game at home. Just because I'm picking the Warriors more because the Lakers look terrible than I would just pick the Warriors. But I'm going to pick the Warriors just because of the Lakers. So,
yeah, I've been hearing that Luka's just really soft, just like whining and complaining every call.
It's a terrible look. It really. I'm a coach for basketball, and I tell my kids, you just can't complain. You get fouled, you gotta go on. You can't sit there and complain all the time. It's always about the next play. It's about the next play. the play that just happens over with. You can't do anything about it. Go on to the next one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Although I do think in this matchup though that the Lakers still are the better overall team right now, and so I'm gonna pick the Lakers even though they've been struggling in themselves here, and so it bit me in the butt last week, but we'll see.
Yeah,
this week.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Sunday we got the Spurs at the Knicks at Madison Square Garden there.
Yeah.
On Sunday, what do you think?
We were talking about this earlier. Knicks did not look good last night against the Cavs.
Yeah.
Spurs, I tell you what, they look like the best team in the NBA, and then they look like okay. It's Madison Square Garden. Knicks really play well in Madison Square Garden. But Wemby he's really excited about playing basketball, and that's what I love to see. And I think the young guys are going to come into Madison Square Garden and pull out the dub. I'm going with the Spurs.
Going with the Spurs, huh?
Yep.
So they played each other earlier in the season in December, and New York actually won. New York beat them December 16th there. But however, I think the Spurs, like you said, are one of the best teams in basketball right now. 41-16 record. Wemby is just a freak. I mean, that doesn't even compare to describe of what he actually is. Just the level that other NBA players and legends talk about Wemby is just it's scary. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, he's an all-around good player. Offense, defense, can shoot the three, block shots. Yeah, he's got a little bit of everything in his bag.
Yeah, and so even with the Knicks being home, I just can't pick the Knicks with how they've been playing the past couple games. They've had really tough matchups. I mean, heck, they played the who do we have them against?
Who?
Last week.
Last weekend?
The Pistons. They just had played the Pistons recently. They played the Cavs last night, and they're playing the Spurs on Sunday. I mean, boy, that's
pretty rough. Pretty rough go.
That's pretty rough. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick the Spurs there and Wemby, and they'll take it away from the Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, that's all we got. That's all we got here. Really
quick one tonight.
A quick one. Yeah. It's
like I said,
nice.
We'll start coming back with some more football here coming up next week, and we'll hit some more NBA, start getting some more into the college, getting ready for the tournament. So there's a lot going on coming here soon. Please like and share our stuff. We're on all the social platforms. And we really appreciate your time watching this. We do this for the fun of us hanging out together and spreading out some knowledge. And we're always ready to listen to what our fans and people that we know tell us, and we love to hear the input. So we thank you.
Yeah. We thank you all. If you're listening to this right now, you're a real one for sure. And we appreciate you and hope that we can provide some joy or comedy or information or something out there. But I've been loving doing this, and we're gonna see how this evolves over time and get better and better. I think it's gotten so much better since the very first time that we did the pod. So don't you think so?
No, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty smooth sailing. Yep.
Yes, sir. All right. See you, everybody.
Good night.